everybody, welcome back. We are back with Witchspring R after our October month of variety. So, we had this big dragon guy, already bound up in vines, and I'm literally trapped inside a mountain that just kind of popped up around him. It's all cool, he can talk, interestingly enough. So, he wants to know what the fuck we want. I was going to spend someone today working on my animations for my new VTuber model, but unfortunately, oh my god, this is like really loud. 1 second, I'm gonna try. Can I turn on the volume on this real quick? Or is this actually a little loud? Oh, that must have been like really loud. Sorry about that. All my settings are screwed up because this is I went back to my old overlays, and all my settings have gotten reset. Weird. Howdy. Gorgeous Dragon. I'm here straight from watching Jujutsu Abridged. Jujutsu Kaisen Abridged is a lot of fun. It's a fun Abridged series. Not my favorite Abridged series. I think Hellsing Ultimate is probably still my favorite. You all are late. They're perfectly on time. They literally said something at 7:30. It's all good. Get rid of those rocks and get rid of the vines tying you up. How will you do that? Hey, listen here. It's like, this is a bird trying... What? Really? Have you grown dumb stuck in the ground? Look closely. She's a fucking witch. I love this scene. I love this scene of this bird being like, look, this girl is like a ridiculously OP, so just help her out and shit will go our way. Trust me. Eat your word, else I'll make you pay. I can be quite convincing when I need to. That might be one of the greatest moments ever. The bird is like the size of a crumb. Talking about Assembly and Nerdo. I'm talking about them too! Their first word was at like 7:30 exactly. A lot of dark magic stones. Okay, well that's the next part of the upgrade path too, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright. Also, I love the speed of the mount. It's been a while since we played this game. Now on Thursday, we're going to be continuing with a few other things. I lost power today, though, so that's been fun for me to deal with. Insufficient MP. Oh, fun. Oh, joy, I'm out of MP. How am I out of MP? Fuck. I really should have probably just taken an item to restore that. Oh well. I don't care. It's all good. Oh man, oh man. Do 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 do. But yeah, I just like kind of didn't have power today, so I actually had to do other stuff. I did get some other things I've been putting off done. You know, laundry, cleaning, doing some bike maintenance, that kind of stuff. But still, I was a little annoyed because I had planned to use today as sort of like a recuperation / model working on day. Game audio is rather low. I'll turn it up. Oh, not turn it up that much. That's a little much. How about that much? There we go. That should do. That should do pretty well. Alright. Hop on your back. Let's go. I love how we basically got like an ostrich dragon here. Also, those tiny fucking wings. Those are definitely vestigial at this point. Yep. So, I have continued though. Work too loud. Too loud? Oh no. Messing with the settings. Gotta find the just right setting. The fuck is... Holy shit! That thing is really large. Do I have my... Yeah, I should be good for this. I should be good for this fight. My god. Okay, so we got like a lot of poison nonsense here. It's not too loud for me. I mean, I reduced the volume a bit more. I also went by a new local bookshop that's in our town. I noticed that there was like this local bookshop, TBR Books in T, which is pretty good. And I went ahead and stopped by there. It's actually kind of funny because the name is literally the short in To Be Read. So, it's literally just like, yeah, we'll get around to reading this stuff eventually. Okay, That's a little annoying. None of my spells are really able to hit everything. I hate a man like this. Okay, in that case, we want to take out the small enemies first. They'll be a pain in the ass. You're aware there's lag time in chat, correct? Yes, I am aware there is lag time to chat. I'm trying to eliminate it, but if I go too fast, my upload speed is garbage, so everything falls apart. Sorry. I had a bit of a movement there. But no, I've been good. Weekend was just exhausting, had stuff going on, you know how it is. But now we are back, and we're back to normal. I actually have started, though, on my big... Pass this turn back to its master. I'd like to give myself an extra turn here. Alright, now we're going to summon some extra help. Let's get our dark magic pet. And we currently have, like, 1 summon cost left. I don't really think there's anything that just cost 1, so... But no, I have been working on the new video, which is going to be a compilation of everything from the October, essentially. Basically a short retrospective roundup review where I go over each thing and talk about what my personal opinions on, like, from the first impressions on each of them were. It's gonna be a lot of fun, though, because especially since there are some games so I can, like, kind of do a comparison. Like, there's these kind of, like, walking sim horror games that I had from itch.io that I can kind of bounce off each other, and there are the boomer shooters, you know, that both have, like, fantasy elements that can kind of bounce off each other, so that's gonna be really cool to be able to compare and contrast. It's gonna be a little different than my normal videos, but not too different, which will be a nice middle ground for me. So I'm really excited for it, though, and I hope you guys check it out. I'm gonna make sure I segment off the different videos, though, into their own little things. And honestly, it might be good short fodder, too, because I might be able to compress the overall point of some of them into, like, little mini short reviews, or, like, previews of the full thing into a short that I could then post and say, hey, if you want to talk about more games I played this, you know, Halloween, go check out these on the main video, or, like, clip out segments that I can then use, which is really nice for me personally. I would really like to be able to make some more shorts, too. I still need to finish that animatic from that. Still need to finish the animatic I'm working on from the Magnus Archives RPG. And I am also putting together stuff for that Coding Assembly for our next session, which is going to be really, really, really fun. I'm doing something a bit smaller scale than a lot of my main things, so that really... One of the sessions I worked on a few months back, I forgot how dumb you are. Too loud when you blew out your eardrums. Then you reduced the audio to more reasonable. Then you read my message. I understand we were talking about the spike. I get that. I was reducing it and making sure it wasn't still too loud. I eventually did get that you were talking about the red spike, Fred. I got that eventually. I was just a little worried at first. There's a reactionary thing when I get the message where I'm like, oh shit, is there something I didn't do already? It's cool. And also, I think this volume is pretty fine. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, so there are bird dragons. We got bird dragons here. Oh man. But no, I've had a good time this Halloween. For the most part. Dealing with people is exhausting. So I'd rather curl up my hoard of books and knowledge and stories. Tension over here. What are you doing? You're gonna get eaten. This fucking bird staring down a bird dragon. I told you I have a lot of friends. This man has, like, all the connections. Black Joe, you've got all the connections over here. Forget about that. One of them tried to eat you, remember? It's like, forget about that. All that matters is these ones like me. It's fine. It's fine. Look, that was just one... Oh, there's an evil monster over the hill. Okay. Fun. I also finished the new Rachel Aaron book. I actually have some more mixed thoughts about this one. It's not bad. The new Rachel Aaron book isn't bad. I don't want anybody to think it's bad. But it does have... It has Rachel Aaron's, like, 4... She's only done one of their 4 book series, from what I understand. Which was the Heartstriker series. A lot of her other series have been trilogies. And there's this thing in the 4th book where it did a lot for the lore, but not a lot for, like, stuff happening in the plot, even though stuff was definitely happening. The gods, like, in the Heartstriker series, for example, because I don't want to go into spoilers on the new book, Hell Hath No Fury, but for the Heartstriker series, which are, like, dragons of a different color or something like that, it was weird because the gods were awakening and the Chinese clans were invading and still not a lot was happening because most of the stuff that was happening was really building up for like the final chapter and then the, oh, by the way, this is all gonna be wrapped up in the 5th book thing. It's something I've noticed with like long running series where like the issue before the final book, if you're going like over 4 books, then the issue before the 4th book will be mostly about setting up what's going to happen in the final book. So, like, if you have a series with, like, 5, 6, 7 books, a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, the book just before the last one can be, like, this setup book, rather than an entire story in and of itself. Like, the 3rd book, you know, Hell to Pay, felt like a story of them gaining their army and charging at heaven and the hubristic fall because they didn't understand the full might of what they were going against. That the war demon queen had really truly turned on Gilgamesh society to the extent, the nature of who they were, and what the fuck? Oh fuck, it's the weird creepy lady, and she's got a dark magic pet. That says some ominous things. Wasn't she with the Pope before? So the mutant wasn't driving all the others out alone after. Isn't she a witch? She's a puppet. I don't think a fight can be avoided. Be careful, Master. Uh-oh. This might actually be dangerous, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a shield stone. Let's go and deal with the Executor. They seem like the more dangerous threat, honestly. Alright. So, it's not, like, a problem. I still think the book is pretty good, and I'm gonna talk about it more in actual, like, my actual video, my view of it. But I do have some issues that I've started to see prop up just in Rachel Aaron's stuff, if that makes sense. I've noticed some patterns. And it'd be remiss of me to not note down what she could do to improve. I don't want to just blindly praise an author I happen to like. You know? So I should turn the volume back up a bit. Alright, I'm going to be very careful so we don't get another spike there. There, how about that? That's a little bit better, hopefully. Also, I like how they all stand in a row so my giant fireball can do its giant fireball stuff. Look at me go. Also, all my agility is gonna literally let me learn circles around this lady. This is a little too easy right here. Holy shit. It's like this fight. Oh yeah, this fight is totally supposed to be hard, isn't it? Get wrecked. Yep, I'll take that turn for free. I'll take that freebie turn. Let's go. I still love that spinning animation she does whenever she does like the critical attack. Or the super crit blow or whatever. It's nice. Alright, so what you gonna do, dragon? Wyvern? It's a wyvern because it doesn't have 4 legs, obviously. Okay, shield broke me, so it broke through the shield stone. And basic slap. Get wrecked. Just a tad bit more. Okay, as long as no one else has anything to say about that. There. There, just a little bit. I did it like a notch. Next time we run into that Executor, we'll have to fight her again, right? Do you think there'll be a next time? What's that supposed to mean? Don't live that long. Maybe the price they paid for such great power was in such a reckless way, that poor witch. Alright. Cool. So we can get back to the Elysian Tower. Ooh, there's a little flower over there. That'll give me stat boosts. Yummy. Ramble does like stat boost. I do love my stat boosts. My beautiful, beautiful stat boosts. Let's explore the other side of this cave, too. Oh, holy shit. Wow, this really is Dragon Valley. Dang, boy. We got all the dragons over here. Look at them all. Look at them all. They're all so cool. Guys, though, you really need to get your hoards in order. Like, where's all the jewels and the treasure? I mean, like, or the pop culture stuff. Like, I'm expecting Pop Funkos or books or, I mean, even gold, like, as cliche as it is, man. Just have a hoard of some kind. Come on, man. You gotta have something. You gotta have something. And there we go. Lightning bolt. Alright. Surprisingly much dragons today. I know, right? Isn't it great when there are just dragons everywhere? Doesn't it just make the world a better place? When we're burning down villages, people don't really understand the critical role we play in the ecosystem. We're just burning down villages to steal their shit. We are an important part of the food chain. The top of the food chain. Because it needs a top, you know? Inside the cave is where the lightning sword is. Really? There's a lightning sword? Holy jeez! Oh, well, I got combo XP to the next stage. That was cool. I love it with all the stat boosts. Oh, these are only young adults. I'm fighting teenagers? Ugh. I'm fighting teenagers, everybody. Teenagers. How insulting. My power is deserving with adult dragons. Yes, I understand it is right ahead, though. I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, get some XP. Because if there's anything that you will get power from, it is fighting dragons. We are the only worthy adversaries, in truth. Yes! Only if that's intellectual dragons and not fucking flying Tyrannosaurus on steroids. I mean, the giant dragon trapped in the mountain was able to, like, talk and make deals, so it's clearly intelligent, or at least sapient. And another firework to finish this. There we go. I am mighty. Fear me. I am a mighty one. Oh boy. That's a lot of dragons. Dear gods. Maybe you'd like to test your luck with the dragons in the mountain cave. Oh boy, indeed, I suppose. And they've got hedgehog rocks. Oh wow, this is gonna be a lot. Oh boy. I might have been off a bit more I could chew here. I was doing all that good talk too recently, and then I got here. Oh man. Oh no, this is just the appetizer. Oh dear, what have I done? As long as they can produce that doesn't involve bloodlust. Thought that doesn't involve bloodlust, I'm fine. These are the small fries. Yeah, well there are a lot of them. There are a lot of these so-called small fries here. Also, I shouldn't be summoning my pets. Why am I not doing that? I'm an idiot. That's why. I should be summoning the literal animal familiar of a god to aid me, but I'm not. Let's rectify that situation. Then we can activate Magic Storm and just utterly wreck these guys. There we are. Get them down a bit. Burning Claw, kill that one. Alright. We got this, we got this. Kaboom. Bang. Alright, there it goes. Yeah, and I've got all the defense in the world. I got this covered. What else though, what else? What other fun things are on the horizon? I mean, obviously the VTuber has been taking up some time. I've been working on that. It is something I've been playing around with, testing out to see. Well, I think I mentioned it before, but I think I am going to focus on mostly facial expressions with animations for the hand movements, because trying to track both hand... Okay, I fought a lightning dragon before, and it was, like, really tough. So, we're going to need to make sure we're healed up for this, and ready in advance. Might want to heal first. Yeah, I'm definitely going to heal first. I fought one of these things before. And it was also, Ancient Lightning Dragon was also the strongest species of dragons. Different than normal lightning dragons, you mean the dragon lives near or temple? That's lightning dragon, one of the modern generations. Oh, so this is an ancient. Oh gods. 1,000 years guarding its master's relic. Ooh, it's a pretty sword. Its master died fighting an evil entity. Just before he died, he gave the dragon a relic that contained his power. Okay. Dragon was about. The modern lightning dragon evolved by absorbing lightning that struck near Aura Temple. Interesting. Alright, we're going to start this. We're going to want to start this with a shield stone to defend us against some of its initial attacks. Oh, I love it when they have a question mark on their health bar. That always makes... Holy shit. This thing has 6 question marks. That means its health is in the hundreds of thousands. That's insane. Also, I have a bad feeling the lightning spells I had prepared are not going to really be that great. Also, why the hell didn't I not summon the Dark Lion? Not the other lion, because lightning damage probably isn't going to be the most useful. Holy... They did that through my shield! My shield usually makes attacks feel like tickles. Oh boy. We're going to need to make sure someone's healing immediately, like right now. I wanted a worthy opponent indeed, and dragons are indeed the worthiest of worthy opponents, but my dear, just everything is now terrified of suffering and pain. Magic Storm it. Okay, oh my god, the Magic Storm. The Magic Storm at least had a noticeable effect on its health bar. Oh my god, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I was so screwed. Aura's arrow. Alright, we're gonna do the absolute defense. We're gonna do our absolute defense here. And then we're going to chug some more health potion. We're gonna bring up Aimheart's absolute defense. Because I have a feeling whatever's gonna come next is gonna be absolutely decimating. Fortunately, I do have enough agility to just run circles around this thing, which is really nice. So I get like 2 or 3 turns per one of its turns. Which is actually pretty... Oh, wow, never mind, I don't get 2 or 3. I still have Aimheart's defense right now, which is good. And I think I should go ahead and do that. Keep going with this, so let's keep going here. I should... Oh, wait, I forgot. There's the whole thing where using melee attacks builds up damage for your spells, which I need to try out. Okay, Black Roar. I mean, we're doing pretty good damage to it, honestly, all things considered. So let's go ahead and use one of the water frog things that like basically full heal us alone for under. So do like a 50% heal, which is really nice. And then let's try and do a quadruple swing. Math, you aren't coming out of this alive. You say that, but I'm going to Magic Shield. I'm going to special skill with Magic Storm. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I will. We'll see. Don't underestimate my power. Oh, this is new. This is new. Aha! I survived! I can endure. See, it's the extra turns. It's the agility is what's going to keep me alive here. This agility is what's going to keep me alive. Aura's Lightning Bolt. Oh wait, it's lightning, so it might not do it as much. No, it did pretty good damage. Okay. Black Claw. Alright, we still got it, we still got it. You underestimate my power, Dawnseeker. I've got this thing at half health now. Under half health, actually. Haha. Water Balloon Frog Mucus. Pass turn back to me. Do another leaf pudding extract. And then we're going to do another Magic Storm. You underestimate my defensive and agility. My defense and agility, Dawnseeker. I am capable of beating it. I can tell. Alright. Water Balloon Mucus. Then we're going to do, I think, optimal move here. I should be able to endure it. I'm going to do a quadruple string. Build up damage on, build up my power on my staff with the physical strikes. Black Claw. Got it. Yes. Yes. Oof. That hurts. But I'm going to get an extra turn after my pets go, because I'm going to have that. So I'll have time to heal up. And so I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. We're going to do a 70% health recovery with this. Then I will get a turn. We're going to have Red Potion used again. Then we're going to go to special skills and activate Magic Shield. And go in for a Stun Strike and see if we can get a stun going. Okay. It's all working. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together. We're going to Magic Shield, and then we're going to utilize the Water Balloon Frog Mucus. It's going to do another Ancient attack. Fun fact about the Ancient Lightning Dragon. Every time you defeat it, it gets much stronger. Wait, what do you mean every time I defeat it? Are you telling me this thing's going to come back to life after I murder it? Are you trying to tell me this thing's coming back to life after I kill it? Oh shit, I might be in trouble then. If that's the case, I might actually be in trouble. Magic Storm. Alright. Slash, slash, slash. And I'm going to have 2 turns here. First turn, I'm going to use it to do another Fireball. Get some damage over time going. I can do this. I can do this. We'll see about its resurrection afterwards. Oh, it respawns like all the other monsters. So let me guess, it becomes increasingly so it's not a farmable monster. It's not an easily farmable monster is what you're saying. It's not the kind of monster it's like something you can really effectively farm long term because it's going to get stronger and stronger. Quadruple Strike. Bam. Got it. And the Magic Shield kept me alive. And the Black War goes. Yes. We're doing it. So I should still be able to get the sword, though, which is cool. I'm not sure I'll use it because use sword, I'm a magic user. But it is something. I think I'm going to go with a magic refill here. Go to special skills, click Magic Shield, and then go in for a triple swing. Alright. With every defeated stats increase. Dang. That's just a rude thing to do. Because I imagine it's going to drop some... My body is stiff. Oh, did I get paralyzed? Oh, please don't let me have gotten paralyzed. That would be very bad if I got paralyzed. I might actually die. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... Water Balloon Frog Mucus. Pass turn back to me, thank you. Red Potion. We'll do a Magic Storm. The quest to revitalize it comes later. Ah, I see. Oof. Alright. You were wrong though. Those wings are pretty wibbly wobbly. They are pretty cool looking. Oh, you're talking about how the claw kind of clips into it when they flow backwards, like right here-ish? Or, I guess you can't see my mouse, but it's like right... There's like a little bit like where the wing like clips into it on the left side, or on the left side of the screen, above where the physical attack is, you look at the wing, it draws the wing back fully. You can see one of the claws like clip into the wing. I think we're gonna go ahead and heal potion. Black Roar. Don't worry, I'll let you know when that is. Holy shit, thank goodness I did that. Alright, well, Black Joe. And then we will do another 70% increase again. Guys, I'm almost entirely reliant on my pets dealing damage at this point. Because I'm just trying to keep myself alive in the late. I'm basically gobbling down an entire, like, an entire freaking potion store's worth of, like, material in order to keep going. Turn on Magic Shield and then blast it. Okay. By the way, chat lag ain't bad at all. Actually, it's pretty decent today with only a couple seconds delay. That's good to see. That's good to see. Dawn Seeker was also just objectively wrong, as you can all see. I am indeed powerful enough to kill an Ancient Lightning Dragon. Well, kill is a strong word, because it's clearly still here. So this is the relic it was trying to protect. Legends are incredible. I wonder its secret. According to the legend, the blade should be glowing blue. Those steel weapons have their powers purposely deactivated. But why? Prevent power it from leaking away over time. Here's the sword is falling asleep. How about a lightning strike? In that case, I'll make my strongest lightning bolt ever. Nice. Try 1v1 and see how it goes. I'm not going to. I have my pet servants to aid me. Why would I 1v1 these things? Then the light fades away again. Right kind of lightning for the sword. Relic guarded by an ancient lightning dragon. Okay. We got it. I'm imagining the stats aren't great right now, though. Because, you know, obviously it's been sealed away for a while. Yeah, it's lower stat. It's pretty meh. View details. Yeah, it's not great compared to my, like, Enchanted Staff Stage 3. I'm not wrong, am I? But you said I was gonna die. You said you did the math and I was gonna die. And the math on the board as I was fighting indeed included my wondrous pets. So you were still wrong. This is RPG. Point is to use all buffs and new crew members. Yeah. It is indeed. Actually, there was okay, so I've been adding Digimon Adventures to my Plex server. And I've had this like really funny thought about Gatomon. Gatomon and Kari are like the characters you get in a late... So for those who don't know, in the original Digimon show, if you don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't, but because I feel like the Digidestined are original Digidestined are pretty famous. But if you don't know, in the original series, Kari and Gatomon were like late additions to the story. 8th Digidestined was added very late, and Gatomon was like sort of a villain for a bit before, like she worked for Myotismon and all this stuff. And the weird thing is, you have Angemon, who is a champion level Digimon, and then you have Angewoman, who is an ultimate level Digimon, because she needed to be able to kill Myotismon. That's how the power system worked. And I had this weird thought that Gatomon and Kari are essentially like late game RPG companions who you get and are instantly leveled up to where the rest of the party is. Anyway, the sword is weak in its act form. It gets much stronger when it's awakened. Much more interesting when you can evolve into a staff. Ooh, you can evolve into a staff. That's much more my alley. But yeah, so basically, like, one of the interesting things about Gatomon in general is that she's technically a champion level Digimon, but she feels like a rookie. Like, it feels like... Or, I'm sorry, let me verify that. I'm trying to verify that Gatomon is a champion level, because I feel like she shouldn't be, but, like, it's been a while. And I was mostly just going through the show, like, kind of passively, like, a few episodes while things load. You know, not, like, actively going deeper into the lore. Oh, man. But it's very... Yeah, she's a champion level. She is a champion level. And so she's essentially like one of the only Digimon who prefers to stay in her champion form 24/7. Because all the rookies prefer to stay in the rookie form, and the thing with Digimon is they only really use the power level that the Digimon they're fighting has. So they don't really use Ultimate or unless they're fighting an Ultimate, or Champion unless they're fighting a Champion. And it's this weird thing of Gatomon just instantly gets the Ultimate form from the moment her and Kari basically form their partnership, essentially, when she betrays Myotismon in the big, like, final battle. And it's this weird thing to me that I couldn't help but relate to, like, when you get an RPG member in the late game, and they're suddenly instantly leveled, like, you get to, like, level them up, but they're designed like as if you were always going to get them at the late game level. So, like, they have lower level abilities that you level them up through sometimes. Or maybe they'll already have them unlocked. But the path to, like, get there feels weird because you didn't actually have to do it. You just kind of got all the upgrades. Because they don't want... Not all RPGs will do this. There are RPGs that will, like, make you level the character up. And that usually just leads to you not using the characters as much. Because, I mean, why are you going to spend all this time leveling up a new character unless they are, like, just objectively overpowered? Which, sometimes they give them really powerful abilities or really unique abilities you maybe even need, which can be added. But again, it's getting off point, and my main point is basically that they're just late-stage RPG mechanics. Because they're essentially leveled up to the party, in the sense of being an ultimate-level Digimon. And they're an ultimate-level Digimon who was, like, really powerful and could beat a thing that all the other ultimate-level Digimon couldn't. Although I'm still not sure how much that matters. Like, Andromon had a weird thing like that, where he could beat the Devilmon or whatever it was in, what was it, the island they originally landed on. And it was just this weird thought line I had with Digimon as a franchise, where I was going through it with RPG tropes, which, to be fair, Digimon itself has done RPG tropes before. It has made RPGs out of the setting, so it's not that weird. But I couldn't stop thinking about it, and it's just like, oh my god, it's another giant dragon. Well, we've got to kill it then. We got to kill it. This one looks like Godzilla, honestly. This guy just reminds... I mean, he has wings, but he has the stubby arms of a T-Rex. And his general vibe gives me a serious Godzilla vibe. I like it. I respect it. Have respect for the classics, my friends. They are important to the world. So no. I've been thinking about Digimon a bit as of late. If I had to say what my favorite Digimon is, it's probably Digimon Tamers. It's just an objectively correct answer. Like, Tamers is weird too, because if I showed somebody like the first like 5 or so episodes, and they said, I'm not really into it, I'd be like, no, please, trust me, all the like trading card bullshit where they're trying to push a trading card game on you really obviously goes away, and it becomes like the best show with like full-on Lovecraftian horror. It's some of the most genuinely unnerving scenes in any Digimon thing ever. Just like wait like 20 episodes. Trust me, it does actually get good. It's a hard thing to say, and I wouldn't, mind anyone who just like said, no, I'm just not doing that nonsense. It's a perfectly valid option to just nope out on Tamers, do all the trading card stuff. Even with the trading card stuff, though, I still say it's like really good by Digimon standards. And then you have Frontiers, which is like the different one. I won't even call it bad or good. It does a lot of things very differently than other Digimon things. In the sense that they don't really have Digimon partners. They transform into ancient Digimon warriors. Spirit, using spirit magic shit. It's really cool and interesting. And it seems to have directly drawn from the whole Biomerge Mega Evolution thing that Digimon Tamers did. Which is really cool, I think. I think it's really interesting how Digimon, like, kind of, over time, took into itself different concepts and tried them out and even expanded upon them instead of just throwing them away off one-off gimmicks. Like, Digimon very rarely had truly one-off gimmicks. It had different things that it's tried and different things that it's set up and integrated into the world. It even tried video game tie-ins back in, like, the 90s and early 2000s. So in, like, there's that whole thing with Digimon Frontiers was the one I watched. Digimon Frontiers is, like, really good. If you've watched it and you like it, I'm right there with you. It's one of my favorites. Mostly because it did things so differently than the others that it has its own vibe. Like, if you told me this was the Elseworld story and everything else was technically canon, but this was the one Elseworld story, I'd kind of believe you. Aura's lightning bolt. Heaven blessing echoes through the earth. Bang. And yeah, and one of the reasons I've just thought about Digimon a lot is because it's still around. I've actually heard the new series is like really good, and I should give it a shot. I might have to give it a shot because it actually looks pretty interesting. It's got this whole like music and techno theme to it, like the techno as in like the music genre thing. Which again, I'm going to look into a bit and see, but I've heard good things about it, so I am interested. I'm not a fan of how they went back to the Digidestined for a bunch of stuff. Particularly, they had that movie where, like, the Digimon, they had the whole gimmick of, like, the kids get older and now they have to give up their imaginary friends, but fighting will exasperate it, blah, blah, blah. And it was this whole thing, like, the last fight of whatever, and it was just, like, I'm not really a fan of that, because the second series, Digimon Adventures 2, which I have a lot of problems with Adventures 2. Not even in the things it did, but in, like, the ways that it was, like, oh god, I can go on a whole... I'm not going on a whole rant about that in a little bit, but, like, first off, Digimon Adventures 2 basically ended with, like, the whole world getting Digimon partners, and, like, Agumon and Tai were, like, working with the UN on Digimon-human relations, shit like that. Like, the whole ending was digital worlds and human worlds are now fully connected, integrated, and the world's become, like, a better place for it, kind of thing. And one of the main villain, the human villain at least, of that series was all about the, like, I didn't get a Digimon partner, blah, 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 and then he finds it at the end. And so going in, like, this later version, where becoming an adult means giving up Digimon, feels really weird when the canonical ending of the Digidestined and their successors was everyone, including the adults, gets the Digimon. It just felt strange. I still need to watch it. Maybe the execution is better, but I heard the premise and was initially like, you know, put off by it. So I've been putting off watching it for a bit, but I am going to watch it. I do have a copy of it now, and I am going to check it out just to see if it's any good. Now, one of the things I'm really uncertain of here is where the hell are we supposed to go now? So we've gone. All right, let me check the mountain again. Is there anywhere in here where I can actually, like, go? Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of places. Oh, where I found the sword. There's an exit. Okay. Cool. No, it just leads to the Dragon's Lair. Okay, so there's nothing here, really. But yeah, so after that, there was Digimon Data Squad, or Digimon Savers, which had a kind of, like, Power Rangers SPD, but with Digimon, if that makes sense. Like, where they were doing, like, a protect the secrecy of both worlds. We were, like, this secret ops thing that are, like, the border patrol between the digital world and the regular world, which is weird. It's a really strange one, and I'm really not sure how I feel about it in general. Oh, mind control. Alright, so we want to, like, first off, we want to, like, get rid of our pet. And we're just going to cast the mind control spell over and over again. So we're going to dismount. We're going to unsummon, and we're just going to cast mind control spell over and over and over again. Digimon is very strange, though, I find, because it clearly was going for, like, the whole pet monster vibe that Pokemon had kind of cultivated, but it was also going for, like, the Tamagotchi vibe, and over the years, it's evolved into, like, a very large variety of different types of shows that have delved into, like, a lot of different sources, while also maintaining a very central vibe. Like, Digimon has a vibe to it, but it's reinvented itself a lot over the years, like, more so than most other franchises do, especially in the time frame where it has existed. I mean, it's done the, basically what is equivalently Power Rangers SPD, it's done Spirit Power transformations, it's done, you know, card game spin-off universe that turns into Lovecraftian horror, it's done general adventure stuff that also had tinges of Lovecraftian horror that we never go. How Digimon shows compared to Pokemon? I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Also, this is an adorable dragon. Isn't he adorable? I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. I know I am. I think, as a whole, Digimon has better shows. I think that Pokemon has had moments where it is as good, if not better, than Digimon. I think Pokemon might even have more high points in the types of art it has made. Like, I think there are a lot more Pokemon media things that I would rate as just, like, genuinely good pieces of art. But I would say Digimon has weirdly maintained a more consistent level of quality. So, like, if I go to a Digimon show, I know about what I'm getting. Yes, there's the high point of Tamers, and, like, the fact that it legitimately terrified me as a kid. The D-Reaper and the whole, like, fucking homunculus replacement it made for one of the side characters was really fucking creepy. Especially when she was, like, choking her brother with, like, a passive expression on her face. That was really fucked up for the age group it was aiming at. However, at the same time, I think Pokemon has also generally stayed in the popular zeitgeist a bit cleaner. Like, nobody has to. If you told me, if somebody asked you what is Digimon doing these days, you'd kind of have to explain what the new gimmick is. Somehow that does not surprise me, not just because you tend to have unusual opinions. From my point of view, are Monday-ish, but something about Digimon makes me trust Francis to agree. It's consistent. Pokemon wildly varies depending on, like, the games and the side materials and the other stuff. Digimon, I feel like you can get sucked into a small portion of it also and really enjoy it, whereas Pokemon tries really hard to draw you into the larger Pokemon experience. If you're a Pokemon fan, you're not just watching the show, you're playing the games, you're buying the merch. You can be a Digimon fan and not give a shit about the merch, if that makes sense. Alright. I won't be willing to wait long. Okay, where am I supposed to be going here? It's really driving me a bit insane. Riding a Nuck. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to the Nucks. I'm gonna go talk to the Nucks. Okay, let me go talk to them. Wait, no, not this way. This is the Dragon Valley. Digimon has a certain level of consistency, which is weird because I just talked about how it's constantly reinventing itself and doing different things, which should give it a vibe of being unpredictable and maybe not trustworthy, you know? But every time I go to a Digimon property, I'm like, I can trust that there's a certain level of quality. It's not going to be as high as Pokemon's level of quality can sometimes get, but it's going to be pretty up there. What's weird, though, is they don't seem to have as much of a merchandising empire as they used to. Maybe I just haven't, like, looked in the right places. But a lot of their more recent stuff has, in particular, seemed to cater more to their older fans. Like, Digimon Tri was functionally, literally just a love letter to their old fans. It was a continuation of what's going on with the original 8 Digidestined after Adventure 2. And maybe before Adventure 2 or whatever. It's been a while since I've, like, watched any of the Digimon Tri stuff, and it wasn't really my favorite stuff in general. And then they did, like, a full-on remake of the original series. Like, that's, like, I think that's still actively ongoing, actually. It's just a complete remake of original Digimon. And I'm excited about that for one particular reason. Because I want them to fucking fix Adventure 2. Oh my god, here we are. We're getting into it. We're getting into goddamn Adventure 2 reinvents. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! From Duel Monsters to GX, to Beyond, new rules, sometimes anime-specific. Every season have its own thing. Yeah, it's actually a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh! It's very similar to the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Would go from ancient Egyptian focus to more of the space focus with the dueling academy that GX had, to the cyberpunk dystopia with the cards on, you know, motorcycles, to the sort of augmented reality with extra dimensional elements. It actually is a very it's a very good example. Actually, it's a very good comparison to make. But we are about to get into Adventure 2, and I have mixed feelings on Adventure 2 because on one hand, I loved Adventure 2 when I watched it. I had a lot of fun with it. But now that I'm a little bit older, I have frustrations. And those frustrations mostly come from how it's basically unfinished. Adventure 2, so Digimon evolves and expands. Are those reboots or is this ongoing? So Adventures 1 and Adventures 2 are... Adventures is the original Digidestined going on their adventure and saving the digital world. Adventures 2 takes place years later when they're more grown up and something else happens and they have to go back. But they need new protagonists who could do different things with Digi-Armor and stuff. So a new, like, trio takes over and they fight another human who's trying to use these like mind control bands to conquer the digital world. And then it explores also other things like Lovecraftian horror, the Dark Ocean stuff. I'm gonna get to it in a second, but they're essentially like the original story, which ends with a next generation story that has its own ending for that world. And then after that, everything else takes place in different timelines. Like none of the other Digimon games are in are in the same timeline after Adventure 2. In fact, there's even a story that goes into like a multiverse thing with Cross Wars. That was a long time ago though. And there's a lot for Adventure 2 that I kind of liked. I liked that everyone aside from the two new side trio members were good. Ken and Davis were a good pairing. I liked that they had real, like, actual conflict between themselves, especially with Ken previously having been the Digimon Emperor in the earlier parts of the season, being an antagonist, getting redeemed. He was infected by, like, dark spore nonsense. And then you have other villains coming out of the woodwork. You have Kari having her own thing, TJ trying to be the leader, now that like he's, like, the eldest Digidestin from the original group, who's still involved, so to speak. And Kari is having these weird, like, visions of this dark, gray ocean with mysterious Lovecraftian entities delving below. And there's this weird guy who's, like, a satanic cult Digimon with, like, horns and, like, the dark robes and the pentagram and everything, who just kind of shows up and makes cryptic remarks and kicks everybody's asses, and then just never comes back. Because the Dark Ocean and the satanic, like, Digimon cult leader guy and all of that stuff with Kari just kind of didn't get resolved. It was really weird because it was kind of going for something, and it's another example of how Digimon kind of builds on ideas, where the D-Reaper was this Lovecraftian nightmare entity where humans built this thing to clean up the internet, but then as the digital world became real, it evolved, and now it's become something beyond our comprehension that's now eating our world and the digital world. What you're spewing seems really cool, and I wonder how well it actually utilizes. The actual utilization of the Dark Ocean was incredibly effective. It had a very specific vibe, and it had an effective, essentially presence in the series. It showed up, it was creepy, it was foreshadowing, and then it vanished. It never came back, it didn't matter, none of it mattered. Which was really frustrating, because it was one of the more interesting plot threads they had going on. However, the D-Reaper came, and it was actually really creepy and got fleshed out, and even when you know its origin, it still maintains a certain level of Lovecraftianness, because due to the time scale differences and shit like that, it just evolved into this insane monster. It's really cool. The D-Reaper in Tamers is one of the creepiest villains, or I guess threats. It wasn't really sentient in the same way that a lot of other things are. It kind of was, but more like in a mimicry sense, which only made it creepier a lot of times. Oh man, if we lied just a little earlier, he'll be no match. But no. It's one of those things where they did kind of like build on it over time, which was really cool. Digimon likes to take ideas that kind of failed and then give them new life and build upon them and do them better, which I think is a good idea, because otherwise people just mourn for the potential of something rather than actually being like, oh yeah, but they did it right this time. So if they do a remake of Digimon Adventures 2 and not just Adventures 1, because they're currently doing a remake of Adventures 1. I'm not sure if that's finished or not, but if they do decide to do a remake of Adventures 2 now as well, I would really like to have the Dark Ocean actually fleshed out, and for them to explain what the hell it was. It was clearly some sort of, like, lower layer to the digital world, like, things falling between the cracks or whatever, you know what I mean? And it was really intriguing, just in the sense that you got this vibe from the way it was presented in the show, that it was very other, from even the insane weirdness of, like, Apocalypse or the, you know, other lore that's going on in the digital world. It was clearly this very different thing. So I would be very interested to see where they were going with that, or if they don't know exactly where they were going with, to flesh it out in some respect. Digimon has always done stuff like that, though. They had the whole, like, humanoid versus beast Digimon thing going on in Frontiers, combined with the whole Lucemon servants literally just taking all the world's data and feeding it to him to awaken their master. They had just like, I mean, Sabers had a fucking Yggdrasil god tree that was like the god of the digital world, which was insane, who could like possess people. and orchestrate the destruction of the human. Just a bunch of really cool ideas that they were never afraid to throw shit at the wall and see what stuck. They really weren't. Oh, Black Joe just got smacked down. Glad I caught you before you came into your full power. Oh shit, Black Joe be powerful. Oh! That's why they were okay with him, because he was actually a wyvern. He's a nuke. You're Elysian's guardian animal. Holy shit, we tamed Elysian's. That's why he could resist us. That's actually kind of cool. I never thought a sword made of red metal could break. Guardian animal won't be able to use spring power. In that case, don't tell me. Is that child a vessel? So we are descendant of Elysian, since the witches were like essentially demigods. Oh wow, Black Joe got a power up. Not even rare metal armor can hold up against that. I'm left with no choice. Time to deal with you properly. Oh shit, he's got a lightsaber sword. I'm nuclear. I'm wild. Oh no, not Black Joe! No! No! Oh no! Using too much of the spring's magic. No, your magic is weak from Black Joe. Get ready, you have to face me now. Oh, it's a girl. Okay. I almost got killed. Oh no, maybe that is a guy. Just like with long Sephiroth hair. You weren't an executor after all, seeing as Elysian's guardian animals following you. Deity. Young deity? I did not know. Wait, what the fuck? I have no idea what that random MGS reference came from. I'm still on the brand with the, deity, me. The two of us are both deities. Which was the name given to us by humans. Well, real witches do still exist. Real witches. The Pope conducted many experiments on deities, capturing them and turning them into weapons of his own. He targeted the youngest of us especially. It was much easier to control the minds of children than adults after all. You mean executors? Yes, I've been eliminating executors whenever I can. Because executors are used to capture other deities. So when you attacked me in the locked village, it was because you thought I was an executor? Don't you think that was uncalled for? You mingle with the humans so casually, how could I not misunderstand? How do you explain my armor? It's clearly Palace Warrior armor, and a very high-ranking one at that. Oh shit! He killed the man and took his armor and has been masquerading as a Supreme Warrior. That is amazing. That is amazing. In my own way. But I sense Spring's blessings from you. The gods accepted me. Get recognized by a temple lord at such a young age. That is truly remarkable. I envy you. Need for my protection. I will leave Elysian Spring in your care. Never let the Pope take the blessings from you. Interesting. Very interesting. You know my real name? You may call me Crown for now, sorry. Just make sure you survive. Okay, so we were actually called... Wait, why are there gods and deities? Deity is just another word for god. Were the gods actually just us? Like, were they not, like, all-powerful immortals? Then again, he did call us a vessel, which makes me think of, like, Egyptian incarnation kind of stuff going on. Deity, what? You're Elysian's guardian animal, right? So you found out. I suppose it was an animal. He says he's the deity, the whole warrior thing is just a disguise. Can't tell me that isn't suspicious. I don't know, he said defeated the Supreme Warrior and took their title. Come on now. I mean, he did leave us alone.
なんで今まで教えて過去まで受けたんだから私は自分のことをずっと
では伝えます
I'll tell you now then, you're a deity master, a descendant of those who were called gods. Okay.
今まで隠し事が多す
You've kept so many things from me.
あの時は
I thought reality couldn't be changed, so I wanted to stay in that
でも今は
reality.
違うっす
Realized I was wrong. You should know, even among deities, you are special.
やっぱり
I knew something was strange. The gods were so happy to give me blessings, and then you, Black Joe. You always seem to know things I didn't. I did call that he was more than just a thing. If you're thinking deities and gods, they're the same thing. You're not, clearly not Japanese enough.
不安になる方がいい
I mean, okay, fine. Japanese lore with the kami. Fine. Fine. I can see some of the difference there. Yes. That is fair. But at the same time... Oh, this is a Japanese game, so I guess that is extra
エリ
fair.
シオン様の泉に
It had to be like the one for... It had to be the... I guess it did have to be like the one thing where that's actually not entirely true. The one culture where that's actually kind of not just like a regular one-to-one comparison. Although I don't think they really use deity though. That's more of a modern. Then again, I haven't been listening to the. I'm not sure which word how they translate that. It could be that like kami is being translated in different ways or something. I'd have to look into it. I'd have to look into how like what the actual Japanese text of this was to really understand it. Cradle Pass. There's a cradle in the water there.
あのカゴが
The basket will take it. First we have to create a waterway for the basket to float on. Lower those pillars in front of the basket. Alright. Cool. To be fair, again, this is a very Japanese game. We're gonna hop in the basket. This is very iconic. Baby in the basket, sheltered by the god's power. I mean, you've got so many examples both in Greco-Roman mythology just alone. You've also got weirder things than just demigods. Like, for example, Gilgamesh in ancient Babylonian mythology wasn't necessarily a demigod. He was, I think it was, they were described him as 2/3 god, 1/3 man. He was essentially a crafted divine human who was specifically anointed by the gods as being better than the rest of humanity, even though he was a tyrant and an asshole, even in his own myth. Does that, it's fine, but when referring to that, chat doesn't allow that.
安心して
Chat
くださ
doesn't
い
allow that.
ここから先は誰もご主人様に危害を加えることはできない
Uh,
っ
so are you the bird that brought me to the forest? This upcoming segment is really good. Okay, I'm focusing.
す。昔
Jeez, how do you still remember
覚え
that?
ているっすね
I dream I'm being carried away by a big bird.
私を捕まえて
Okay, so he... Oh, okay, so she's definitely a child of Elysian, or at least descendant of Elysian in some respects. Because
そこから救い出してくれた
maybe she's descendant of Elysian in some respect? Who's to say?
ここまで来たのに
I'm all this way. Why can't you tell me?
じゃあ森に
And you must have been the one dropping strawberries all over the food. Strawberries don't grow in my forest.
私の森にはイチゴはできないもん
そうっすねご主人様はイチゴが好きな
Here
の
and
で
there, every now and
時々
then.
あちこち
So when he joined us, it was more like, yeah, I'll just stop pretending I'm not there.
私がイチゴ
How'd you know I
が好
like
きなこと
strawberries?
どうして知ってるの
赤ちゃんが何が好きなのかわからないのであれこれ持っていったんす
Didn't know what babies like, so I brought you a few different things.
な
I
ら
just brought you stuff.
なんでイチゴをわざわざ持ってきてくれたのに私のパイ
Why'd you do my pies to the
持
swamp?
って行っちゃったの
Oh,
それは
because the more you ate the warrior's pies, the more you missed the outside world. Oh, he was trying to get her to give up on her dream of going to the outside.
じゃあ
Before I made you my servant.
私の部下になるかなり前から私を見てたってこともう
So many weird things. When will you tell me everything?
一体いつ話してくれるの
Wow, she really does look like a baby in the giant crib. Okay. So, we are apparently going to get some answers here. Hopefully. So, Elysian, what's your deal? Are you like our ancestor or something? It feels so warm. So, Elysian is clearly like a god of life or something, or god of nature. That much is pretty obvious, with the whole secluded mountain paradise thing. I've been waiting so long. Okay, so Elysian's been actively waiting for us. That makes it even more clear. From the temple. You will have heard my voice outside your dreams as well. You can't show your true form like that. She's so beautiful. Oh, that's our mom. That's our fucking... She also looks... Oh, wow. She looks a lot like Crown. She looks a lot like Crown. Oh, man. Jutsu is old school bridging, turning it into an XD, and I love it. Not every joke lands. So you finally came back to me, Lucia. So we are... But I named myself. So she's our mom, which makes us... Oh, we're like a first-generation deity. Which would explain why we're so receptive to god magic, because we're like one generation removed instead of several generations like the other witches/deities. That would actually explain a lot. It's been a tough journey. You've done so well, Lucia. Are you crying? Elysian here was my first ever master, and also mother of my second master, Pieberry. Talking about I was abandoned by my parents. True name is Ark. As you know, I am the guardian animal of Elysian. The place we escaped as you clung to me during the Spring War was not the Pope's castle, but this temple. I kept all these secrets from you. It was because I was afraid you'd learn the truth about the Spring War. And then maybe you'd want to get your revenge and leave the woods. I didn't want to lose you as well. Which explains why he stuck around even when he could have abandoned us. Because even though we were frustrating to deal with, especially once we knew she was there, he had a responsibility to keep us safe. Which also explains why he really, really didn't want us to leave the forest and tried to stop us constantly. When Aura woke up in your presence, I thought it was just a coincidence. Then Aimhard did too, and I realized I was wrong. Respond to Lucia as well. Who created a barrier in the Calzavero forest, Elysian. This is all part of your plan? Okay, I asked Bolt to protect her, which explains how Bolt came to be. He's like a guardian golem of nature. Which fits in very cleanly with Elysian's style and the style of the temple in the area around us, makes sense. That explains how Bolt, despite being more of this area, got all the way to the forest we were at. It also explains why this forest, that little nature preserve area, was so wild and untamed. Because it was essentially the forest that housed the daughter of like the god of nature. Aww. I love you so much. Okay, interesting. I have no idea how much I missed you. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I can't believe we're getting this emotional over pie. Oh. Do you remember the pie we shared? God damn it, that's so mean. That's so mean, it's unfair. You're not allowed to make pie this sentimental. You're not allowed to make me feel such things over pie of all things. That's just not fair. Can you just keep hugging me? No. I haven't been completely revived yet. My magic is still scattered throughout the continent. I can't just let you go. There are things you must do, Lucia. Just wait just a little longer. It will be much shorter than the time you endured up till now. I promise you. Blessing within you will guide you along the way. You're a food. You're a food guy. You know this. No, don't leave me. I do enjoy food. It is delicious. And I do enjoy cooking occasionally. But you're not allowed to make pie this emotional. There's a difference between enjoying food and making it like you want to cry. I've never cried because I've eaten something. It makes me feel joyous emotions, not sad emotions. This is making me feel sad emotions over pie, which is unfair. Pie shouldn't be allowed to be sad. Okay, we got an ability increase. I'm gonna go with agility, because again, I can increase basically everything else pretty efficiently. Agility is... How can I see my mom again? Okay, so now we're on a quest to resurrect our mom. Oh wow, we got a new outfit change. I feel taller. We got aged up. We got aged up. We are now officially a teenager. We've gone from toddler to teenager over the course of like a few minutes. We are now in our teenage years. Oh gods. Why? This is very Japanese of this game. You knew it was going to be the last time you could eat something? Probably. Especially or drink something. If the last time I would ever be able to drink coffee, I'd feel sad. But I love coffee. God's coffee is how I function. I wonder if he's sad, I would be panicked. Surely not, only a temple lord can do that. Did we bring my mom back? Oh, well. Enough hiding things, just tell me. I actually don't know. Bringing a grand being like a temple lord back is on an entirely other level. So it's theoretically possible, but this guy has no idea how it's done. Then tell me everything you know about it, theoretically, quickly. Magical god, it's called being a full-blooded deity. For example, you were a full-blooded deity because you were born to the pure magical Elysian. More, as I stated, more about the gods that will be revealed in the DLC. Okay, so we're like a full-blooded descendant, who was created essentially offshoot of them. Deities that are mixed with a lot of other magical races such as humans and dragons. Wait, are they saying there are mixed blood dragon deities? Okay, that's a thing apparently. Well, I guess they're energy beings that can shapeshift in any form, so boning a dragon is possible. Gods, please leave me alone. I don't want any. What's so special about their full-blooded deities is that even if they lose their body, their magic doesn't disappear. You mean like both? Like how even if a cup is broken, the water inside won't vanish, it's simply dispersed. You can collect all that water again and put it in a new cup. It's just gathering the dispersed magic. Okay. So we're essentially like almost on the level of the old gods. Because we're essentially like a piece of a god who's been allowed to grow into its own. Well, we don't have like a shrine or anything like that. So I imagine it would probably be a lot harder to bring us back because the shrine probably acts like a cup that we could theoretically use to channel them back into life. Great, I can't even retract it. It was just Jujutsu Kaisen reference, abridged reference again. By the way, okay. Sure, but as time passes, I can feel the blessings getting stronger. As soon as I got Aimheart's blessing, Aura's blessing also became much stronger. That means the more blessings I collect, the quicker I can gather the dispersed magic of the Temple Lords. Could it be? Attracted towards you. So we're a vessel. We were a vessel for the god's rebirth, essentially. Cool. Good to know. Let's go collect the rest of the blessings. Your destiny really is to fight the Pope. Durak and on the Vivalion Hill and Aramut's temple, except that's where the Pope built his castle. Durak Spring first. Okay, so we're nearing the end basically. We basically got, all we've got really here is to go defeat Gura. Still don't know exactly what power they possess, can the two of us alone defeat them? I mean, we'll have to try. We can do anything as long as we're together. Okay. Interesting, interesting, very interesting. Finally, you acknowledge everything I've done. He's so happy. He's so happy. Man is so happy. I guess bird dragon thing is so happy. Also, I approve of the amount of dragons in all of this. Very cool. Although, I really do find it weird how they specifically mentioned human and dragon as examples of things that the gods can have kids with. That was a very specific call out. Oh, she's been called to have. You want to see me, Your
待
Eminence?
っていましたよ。
誠に光
最近はどうです？
Get your mind off Jade. It will not affect any of my duties. Thank you for your concern.
私の独断で任務
無礼だな。
Also, why are you skipping the voice work? Because I've got the text.
私はリビアさん。
And also, I'm trying to get through lore before to see if I can maybe get through the temple tonight. Probably not going to be able to. Okay.
他の勇士たちも
It'd be great if all the other warriors were like you. You're too kind, Your Eminence. To be fair, Livia is actually a genuinely good person, it seems like.
それにケイトを捕らえたこと。
Ah, your capture of Kate was truly remarkable.
私が授け
Allowing such darkness to corrupt a power I gave her. Unforgivable.
当然
I did what I had to
すべきことをしたまでで
リビアさんはこれほど能力が秀でているのにどうして召喚
Honestly,
長の
like the
地位を
whole
持っている
being hired. Just take your time, no need to rush.
ジャスティスさんの昇進に
Motion motivate you
刺
towards
激を受けませ
ambition?
ん
I know the two of you are close.
いえジャスティス
Justice is better than me in every way, as only naturally should be higher than me.
私の先を行くのが
Also, there is a thing where like if you always get promoted once you've shown you can do a job well, eventually you end up in the position where you don't do well. So like leaving her as platoon leader, she's doing a really good job there and that's what she wants to do. Probably the best.
そうですか
Also, how awesome. That means humans and people in the universe are at least
この
some
機会
degree
にいい役
compatible.
職を紹介しましょう
No, wait, that sounds bad. Actually, I'm just a horny bard. I just love dragons, I swear. Dawn's Nerdo Dragon is officially, you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. Nerdo Dragon wants to fuck humans. We've got a species fucker.
それには及び
We've
ませ
got
ん
we've got a dragon bard. It's gonna do the opposite thing. The dragon bard is gonna seduce the evil king. or the evil dragon is gonna seduce the righteous knight. That's the Peter principle. Oh.
招待
Are you
長
content
の地位
remaining a platoon leader? Somehow I sense some hesitation.
いえ私はただ
Yeah, the Peter principle of like, yeah. I don't believe I'm qualified
魔
yet.
女狩りが終わりそうなこの時期に急に強い魔女が現れまし
The
た
guy is still super creepy.
そういう状況
Creepy as fuck.
リビアさんのよう
We
に
need more
優れた
commanders like
指揮
you.
官が
教皇様ありがたいお言葉ですが
謙遜は結構
Enough of your humility. It is decided.
私が
It is already decided.
さ
I have a special assignment
あ
that suits you perfectly.
二人が特別
It's
な
the
任
eye.
務を
God, he just does not blink. Oh, wait, there he went. He actually blinks. Oh my God, he blinks. And it still looks creepy. Why are even his blinks robotic? It's wrong, so wrong. He doesn't blink while he talks, though, is the weird thing.
デュラック様の神殿に行くには
Screw off, that's not the truth. I'm just glad for peace and harmony. For literally having Dragon in your family, because we are awesome.
まあ通れさえすれば
Nerdo Dragon wants to go fuck humans. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. Everybody, it's confirmed.
じゃあこの前みたいに
You know, there are a lot of humans that would be very excited about that. They're called the furries. They'd be really eager for that Dawnseeker, I'm sure. God, the voice is so perfect for the Pope. It actually is. They chose a really good voice actor for him. I'm not gonna lie about that. To be fair, all the voice actors are really good, even if they're in Japanese. I can get the vibe of the emotion.
てる教皇は
They all have like a lot of emotion to
奪わ
them.
れたくないんだ
And a lot of like passion in dialogue, except for the Pope, obviously, who has that creepy like dead monotone thing going, which in of itself is a bit of a skill. There is a level of skill when it comes to being able to say fantasy stuff in a truly dead monotone. Not a like I am bored with this shit monotone, but like a I am a neutral voice at peace with myself, even as I'm talking about the extermination of all the wretched species below. No, please gods, no. I don't need those kind of degenerates coming up to the librarian to ask weird questions.
普通の人間の
Unless it's about books, and the horny section is over there in the corner. I specifically like roped it off from the rest, so like I have walls between me and it.
面倒でしょうが
I know a lot of trouble, but I think it would be best if we go to Direct Temple indirectly to the snowfield. Okay, so there's another witch over there, though, right?
寒いどころじゃ
Hold
な
is
く
an
て
understatement. Anything,
あらゆるものを
anyone or anything that finds itself there will be frozen solid. You need to find a way to deal with the temperature. If you have an idea, just tell me.
探してる時雪原に向かって
One who headed down to the snowfield. She must know something.
はい
Roll to seduce librarian. I have legendary resistances. I will resist. I will resist. No, please, no. There's no law against dragons, Batman.
単にあったからといって解決するとは思えないからさ。雪原の環境は
Oh, the chill in the snowfield is designed not to affect her.
氷結魔力の扱いに
Let's just say she comes from a lineage that's skilled in the use of ice magic. Okay.
他に手もないし
Maybe I'm gonna go meet with her and talk with her. Alright. Lay the dragon, don't slay the dragon. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with all of you? I feel like I'm surrounded by a web of degeneracy that I am only just slowly becoming aware of. All right, we're gonna do our leg day real quick, our nice leg day, because we've got all these training days all put together. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not getting my perfect bonus. Damn it. Oh well. Look, you aren't gonna make it to Durok's Temple during this stream. Okay, fine. We're gonna kill the jelly slimes then. We have that like bounty mission from that merchant. And I can do the training. I can now that I'm gonna like overdo my max training. I'm gonna send him to go run some
やり
errands.
たくない
So we can go grab some Darkstone. We can grab some more of these. And I guess whatever, some more metal and shit. I don't know. Grabbing it all there. So we'll sleep, and then we're gonna kill the king and queen slime things.
ご
That
主人様
because I can unlock some of the barriers now that I have access to these things. So we're gonna go and we're gonna go leave this and go to the forest because there's that barrier area in the slime cave we can go into now. Oh shit!
話しちゃった
Dodged me. Rapid meat. So let's go in here, teleport to the end of the deep pudding cave, and we can go kill the king and because there's the so for those of you who know, we have like requests from our merchant Ralph for the legendary puddings, which I'm assuming are past that thing, which I couldn't unlock before, but now I can break through the barriers, so I should be able to actually deal with that thing. So this will be a good wrap-up thing, you know? Doing some of the side stuff that we've now unlocked areas for. Alright, summon the Speedy Pet. We're gonna smash the barrier stone. Like a badass. Hopping up there and doing our job. Activate the teleportation altar, and we've got access to the royal puddings. Cool. Oh look, they even have like giant eyeballs. I love how they're fucking terrified of us. Look at the way they're like shuddering. They're like actually like really scared. How'd you get here, little girl? How dare you trespass into my kingdom? Oh, you rude little thing. Talking puddings. The slimes material. You can craft the best healing item for the slime material. Really? Nice. Get away from me. You will be delicious, I am sure. Agility stimulant. Get wrecked. Let's go ahead and just make this fight even more unfair for them. Boom.
敵を囲い込んで
You have been wrecked, Mr. King. Wow, I feel like really over-leveled for this fight. Like, ridiculously over-leveled. Oh my god, they only got like one attack, and not all of them even got to attack. That's a little ridiculous. The king's flesh tastes better than mine. Kill him, not me. There's no need to kill me. I'll give you some of my flesh. I'll eat you all up. but then you'll never be able to taste me again. Let me go, my flesh will regrow over time. That makes sense. Alright, enough for today. So they actually have a canonical reason why they're respawning, which is because we decided to leave them alive. Okay, so we can now make the best pudding in the game. Imagine a movie where you remix but backwards. Instead of modern times, taking them back to medieval times, so Godzilla plays out a bit differently here. Honestly, that would be kind of sweet. Because we've seen, like, sci-fi Godzilla, like, Godzilla destroys everything, and then we have, like, sci-fi Ghidorah or whatever. It was a Netflix animated show, it was kind of terrible. But it does, like, show, like, the idea of that, like, just as a sci-fi thing. So what if you went back in time? It wouldn't be the first time you've done it. You've had, like, DC, but they're all, or DC and Marvel, but they're all, like, medieval era, you know, like, knights instead of superheroes. You even had, like, cowboy superhero bullshit going on, or time, not even just with time travel, just with, like, actual people. Like, there are canonical characters who operate in the Old West in Marvel. I don't know a ton about that, personally. But yeah, we're kind of, like, exploring all the other areas, seeing what new stuff is now unlocked. You know, figuring out where we can go from here. Yep, we got an altar over there, so we're gonna just quick hunt these boars. Got another altar. Sounds like fun. Aha! Oh wait, no, we already broke this one. Oh, we already had to break this one to get up to the mountain area. Right. We've already done the Elysium. This is how we got to the Elysian Plains. So we already did that one. Lucky Luke Cinematic Universe? I don't know what that is. No idea what Lucky Luke is. Oh, we got the Black Hole Golem. I think I've already beat this thing before. Andrew Chuck Norris verse. Cool, Hercules Stone. Mine. I can probably craft, like, a lot of cool stuff now. You've seriously seen nothing with Lucky Luke? Nope, I have not seen anything with Lucky Luke. At all. Should I have? Like, is there some reason I should have? Or are you just, like, surprised I haven't? Like, both those are valid and all. I'm just wondering which one I'm supposed to be. Alright. We can already just, like, one-shot basically everything on our path. Ugh. Okay. I almost made it to the end there. I feel like there's something there. Let's try this. Okay, so if I get to the end, it just auto kills me no matter what it looks like. No, wait, maybe I can force my way through. Maybe I can force my way through. Holy shit, I did force my way through. I just had to stay in one lane. Don't try and hop lanes. Stay in one lane. That's how it works. Nice. It's a cartoon, but Western. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we've made it to Lava Road. We found a new area, which is nice. Actually worth checking out. Libby Trigun with this no-kill rule, but instead of solving solutions and moving around, you just can bounce bullet off coin and shoot pistol holders from everyone. That is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. There we are. Hello. You must not have enough agility to just one-shot them yet. We will eventually. It's fine. Oh wow, they just moved over me with molten lava. Sorry, I've like summoned the thunder of the gods. You're not that impressive. Oh my god. one of 4 criminals in lineup and then hit a glass of whiskey while at it. Okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, we're going over this way. Ooh. Oh, your video is doing quite good. I know! I have mixed feelings about it because there are several things I feel like I could have improved on. It just took forever, and I'm very indecisive about some of the stuff on it. And also, I'm not sure if you guys saw my post on this, but Monoko's song is literally starts with like bow wow bow, bow wow bow wow, and he's like the metaphorical family dog. Like, he literally represents the family dog of the Desandres. So his song in the soundtrack starts with bow wow bow wow. And I only realized it while I was listening to the soundtrack recently, while on my trip. It's little things like that I'm like, I wish I put in there. But I'm still happy that it's been doing well. One of the people who commented even said that they were like, if they hadn't already played the game, this would have been the thing that actually made them play the game, which was like really nice to see. It's always nice to see someone say something like that. Then he shows off by pulling out smoking volume and blowing on it. Well, obviously, you should pull a cool gun trick in an Old West thing. You've got to have a smoking revolver, and you've got to like blow the smoke out over it. I mean, that's just a natural like trope that everyone has to abide by in the Old West. Oof! Ouch! Got like stung by the flame. I did see a bit of it. I need to finish watching it. I meant to watch it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to in the last like day or so. I've been like doing other stuff and just like haven't had a lot of like free time to watch it personally, especially while I was out. I do plan on watching it though because it looks good, and I like the thumbnail for it a lot. Fucking eating the baguette is hilarious. But you know, I do plan to watch it. Actually, I was gonna watch it like while I was doing some other stuff after stream, because I noticed it again and I was like, yes, I have to watch that. And I have it saved on my YouTube as well. I've just been bouncing between like a lot of different stuff as of late. Oof. Honestly, it would have been nice to download it on the flight, but I was also just like reading books on the flight because I'm trying to keep up with all like the stuff I need to finish reading. To make it cooler, main villains of the show are Dalton brothers themselves. I don't know who the Dalton brothers are. Or I don't remember who the Dalton brothers are, if I ever did know who they were. Let's go ahead and summon the Dark Elemental. And also, I can't wait till I have Black Joe as well. That's going to be really cool to have access to him. Let's go ahead and summon Ison, because he's like Water Elemental. I am going to watch it though. I am going to watch it. It came out like a day after your video. Really? It's... Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the time it came out. Oh, that makes it even more interesting. So I'm seeing what other people are saying about the same time frame. That's cool. Alright, we're going to Aura's Arrow first. Because, you know, that unlocks the Lightning Bow ability. And it also doesn't take up a full turn. Which is really good. Oh, we're also going to pop a water mucus droplet. And then go to special skills, Magic Storm. Boom! Ha 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 ha! Black Claw. And then we go to... What does Ison's Blessing do again? Overcome death once in combat. On reaching... Okay, that's interesting. So it's an auto revive. Makes sense. Alright. No, I will definitely have to let you know what I think about it. I can't wait to have our chat, though, this Saturday, because I feel like we're going to have so much to talk about. Like, so much has gone on, you know? There's been so much going on as of late. I feel busy once again. Water Cannon! Alright, so the fire thing is just going to die now. Time to go away, mister. Lightning Magic! Blam! Lava Stein Core. Okay. And now we're getting through here. Oh, shit! It's like our Golem Protector, but it's a fire one, and it also has a fire store sticking out of its chest. There's a lot of gravity. 3 great spirits on the continent of Avelia. Thought it looked a bit like Volt. I'm making my first 3-color commander deck. Wait, you've never made a 3-color commander deck? Really? Interesting. Which color combination are you doing? Comes above ground to go on a rampage. According to legend, the sword was wielded by a hero to stop Blast from going on a rampage. It absorbed combat sun magic. Okay, cool. So we've decided we're gonna fight him. Sorry. This will probably be like our last great fight, and then we're gonna do some wrap-up stuff at the house. But so let's do this properly, you know. We're gonna summon Aizen, because water damage is good. Water damage is good here, and we're gonna summon our dark magic elemental. Lightning, Grixis Wick. What's the commander? What's the commander? So it's Grixis. So like, what commander are you using? Oh, that's okay. Is it there? So it's Wick the Whirlmine. Okay. Oh, it's a rat. Is this just gonna be a Relentless Rats deck, but in Grixis? I just need to know now before I get to attach. Whenever it or another rat you control enters, create a 1/1 black snail creature token. Because the Whirlmine, so it's got like the snail shell. And otherwise you put a counter. If you don't control a snail though, and if you do, you start buffing a snail. Wick is a life check. Yeah, I see him. A snail Wick deals damage equal to the sacrifice creature's power to each opponent, and then draws cards equal. Wait, draws cards equal to its. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. There's probably a lot of interesting things you do. It's a +1/+1 counter deck, but not in green, first of all, which means you don't get access to a lot of the doubling stuff, but you also get some really cool gimmick things, which is very interesting. Playing with changelings could probably be pretty cool because you might be able to make them, some of them, like really big. You could also do things like play with like general buff effects for either color or type, so that when you sacrifice, so when you get a snail, you can immediately sack it. Instant speed, yeah, I see that. Instant speed. That's actually a really cool commander. I haven't seen anyone playing this before. I'm gonna be really interested to see what you do with it, because I haven't seen anyone else using a commander like that, or at least not using that commander, I mean. And I'm very interested to see like how it actually plays out, and if it's like really viable, because that again just looks like a really cool thing. I would have a lot of fun playing with, or maybe not the cool thing I would have fun playing with. It's not necessarily because I generally run, but it is like a really cool idea because it has a tribal payoff. Chainsaw. Oh gods! You know what? Also you have access to Embercleave. Holy shit! Embercleave is sweet. Mostly because it's like a combat trick. It gives you a little bit of power, but it's also like a combat trick. So that might be useful. Chainsaw is definitely useful because rev counters are crazy. Especially since the fact that the Chainsaw is going to be able to do that. There's also, I think, you might, oh god, I think Blood, would Vampire, with like the Blood Ascension, right? The 1-mana black Ascension enchantment, I think would work well in that deck because it's based on like losing life, right? I think that one might work well. Oh god, what were some of the other things that you could probably do with it? Because you're probably not attacking as much. You're just kind of aristocrating it to death. So I'm not sure Embercleave actually will be all that great. Oh, there's the dual. Oh god, I forget what it is, but there's this weapon. There's this equipment piece that whenever things die, +1/+1, not enough power pieces. I know, but there is something else. There's this what is it, like a vampire dual blade thing? It's an equipment that says whenever something dies, put a counter on the target, on the equipped creature or something like that, which could work well if you're doing a lot of aristocrat stuff. I'm not sure how well that would work out on this particular strat, but it might be something to keep in mind. Also, you might want to try things like the. I'm trying to think here. Depending on if you're using rats that often, like how many rats you have in the deck, you might want to try out the doubling effect of the Walking Tower or whatever it is. It's like a 4-mana creature artifact that doubles effects of like a tribe that you name. So you like name a creature type, and then it doubles all the effects of that creature type. You could name rats and get doubles on the triggers for the world mind, or you could name snails and... Well, you probably want to name rat, actually. You probably want to name rat, because snail's not really going to be doing that much. Also, I probably should have healed just now. I'm going to do that right now first, though. There we are. Plague of Vermin. Starting with you, each player may pay any amount of life. Oh! Oh, that is mean. That's a you win. It's 7 mana. Okay, to be fair, that's 7 mana, Fred. The fact that a 7 mana card basically says you win with your commander is not new or special. There are plenty of cards that basically if you have your commander out and you pay 7 mana, you win the game. It is a really cool way of doing it, because you can pay like all your life and then like wreck your opponents all at once. It's probably really cool if it goes off. Your opponents will deserve everything they get after that, but still interesting. I like it. I like it. I think it's cool. Gonna pull the sword out. It'd be dangerous if Sarah stopped blasting. You absorb the magic of the compact sun. Nope. That'll only end up ruining the blade. An ice cube. Do I have an ice cube that can actually remove this? I'm gonna try like everything I have. I don't think I have anything that can actually deal with this. Have you have not seen someone move? True, and the fact that there is a place for this card is inherently cool. I'm not gonna lie. Need an old ice heart to cool down the blade. Okay, I don't have an old ice heart. I had to get it from the ice area. Got it, got it. I was just gonna keep trying items until one of them worked. Oh, hatred. Okay, that's a 5 mana version of the win the game thing. Hatred is also instant speed, which makes it a lot more dangerous. Although it is more of an all-in kind of thing, whereas you can be a lot more like direct with it. I was out late with my ma. I was out with my ma and sleeping today. No problem, DJ. We just killed an ancient lightning dragon in order to awaken the goddess of nature, and revealed that Pieberry is actually a deity. This was a 5 mana win the game. Yeah, that is actually like really crazy. The fact that hatred is 5 mana to win the game is kind of nuts, all things considered. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, we are doing well. We are all doing very well, in fact. I've gotten back from a wedding. Animate Dead World Gorger combo. Wait, you're putting why are you putting World Gorger in the deck? Why is that even in the deck? That's what I'm wondering. Yo, DJ is here. Blinking, you miss him. We need to do leg day. Come on, everybody. Leg day time. Also, yes, our character is now a teenager, and no, we got aged up magically like Saphira in that stupid Aragon movie. God, I hate the Aragon movie so much. I was reminded of the Aragon movie recently, and the Saphira growing up scene might as well encompass the whole movie for how bad that part is. Like, one of my favorite parts of the original Aragon book is the quiet moments on the farm where Aragon is keeping her secret, and Saphira is slowly growing up and growing more and more intelligent, and then one day she smells the Razak on him and takes him away. Like, God, so good. Fire alarms. Nerd, yes, I'm more into arms. Firearms. Firearms. Do you not know the combo flicker your board any number of times? I know about the World Gorger combo, but I'm like, why, like, does your deck synergize with it a ton? Or is it just there to be a combo win? Bloop, 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 bloop. Listen to hella Halloween music. That's good for you. Halloween music is fun. Although I don't really have a lot of tracks I love for Halloween, aside from, you know, obviously the one everyone knows. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. God, I love that song. Flicker My Commander. Oh, right, because it would also trigger the snail ability. I forgot about that. Okay, so you already have Flicker stuff in there, so you might as well do the World Gorger for the Flicker win. Got it, got it. And then you just flicker an infinite number of times, and eventually you get it. And as long as you have the mana, you can just instant speed between World Gorger flippers. So it does actually win you the game with your commanders out, and you can get it on board. I doubt what you like is good. Alright. We've got leg day going on. We've got the agility. It's not as much as our health or even our defense, but we've got the agility going. Alright, now that we've got some more agility, I do want to get my mental, like, my mental level up to stage 5. So let's keep going here. Night Before Christmas is actually, have a cool sequel game on the... Oh, shit. Being badass like that. Oof. Bang. Don't think I forgot. I will forever roast your taste in music. You know what? I'm fine with that. I like what I like. Which is a 2-mana win the card game. With setup. Yeah, with setup. It's more of a 3-mana win the card game if you also have 3 mana left over to actually do the initial, like, final blow. Because you need your commander on board to really make it work too. So it's more like a 3-mana win the game. I would count that as 3-mana win the game. But it's a 3-mana win the game with commander, which really kind of makes it more of a 2. I get why you call it a 2-mana, because you really only need to get 2 cards, because the other card is constantly there. Oh shoot, did that one wrong. I can't even Q2E. I'm pathetic. Bad at QTEs. Shit. Oh wow, I'm really bad at QTEs. Sure, we all have the right to no matter how objectively wrong we are. Almost everything is casual trash. Yeah. I mean, I wish more people were open to, like, more weird stuff. I think that would be good for the world as a whole. But you can't force people to like things. Here I come, Constantinople, and I think it's good, so maybe I can't talk, lol. Oh. Man, oh man. Alright, let's make the ultimate pie. The ultimate king queen pudding. Do. Recover HP and NIMP 99. That's fucking ridiculous what that is. We almost received Trigun subject. Says the one guy who dislikes weird stuff, TDL. I like plenty of weirder things. I just don't always enjoy them, but I do like trying them. Like, I am very much the kind of person that's like, try something at least, give it a shot. I try not to have predetermined opinions. I don't always succeed, because I'm human. Assembly will never let it go. The first time I watched Interspecies Reviewer, I did so with a very biased mindset. Which, he's not wrong. No the fuck. No TF, you don't. Weird stuff widens your horizon. It does. Dude, I've watched fucking Everything Everywhere All at Once. That is a fucking movie where, in order to save the multiverse, she has to fight against a guy who uses who jumps on a trophy in order to shove it up his ass in order to gain kung fu powers. I don't understand where you can go weirder than that. Then again, Everything Everywhere All at Once is one of the weirder things I've enjoyed, and I know there are weirder things than it. And I also do try to open my horizons to an extent. There are genres I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a huge fan of like heavy romance, heavy drama, without a benefit of sci-fi and fantasy. And so a lot of my weirdness, a lot of the stuff, the weirder stuff I like tends to take place within certain genres and media. but like I do like more obscure pieces of media. I really love Planescape Torment. I think it's an amazing game and more people should play it. But it's also really, really hard to recommend, so I won't bring it up as much. I enjoy, what's like a weirder game? I enjoy Lysfanga, which is a game I don't really hear people talking about that much, but I think it's a really, really solid game. Kind of weird. Kind of got an interesting multiple time clone version of yourself going on, mechanic-wise. It's kind of cool. And I've read some odd stories. Not like completely out there, but I've read some weirder stuff over the years. Most of the weirder stuff, though, especially if I'm not like super into it, like I was with, say, Babel, an Arcane History. Babel and Arcane History by R.F. Kuang is a really specific type of like historical fantasy that was very weird. And it's a very interesting book. If you've never read R.F. Kuang's stuff, she does some really good work. I've been meaning to read The Poppy War basically forever, and I never got to it. Weird show. It's funny. Let's see. I thought Planescape is known, even for me rings a bell. Just because people know about it doesn't mean people play it. The joke with Planescape Torment is it's the best book you'll ever play. And it turns a lot of people off. A lot of people cannot get through how wordy the game is. And it's not even just wordy, it's you have to be paying attention wordy. I tried skipping through some of the cutscenes, like an idiot, the first time I played it, and I got 3 hours into the game and was completely lost. You actually have to read everything, because they will hide the information from you, and then you won't know where you're supposed to go unless you look up a guide, and I was trying specifically not to do that. It took me months to get to the game, and I really, really enjoyed it. It has a very interesting story about essentially a version of you that is going through the life where you have lived countless other lives, and there have been countless other versions of you who have gone on similar quests at times. And about the curse of immortality, the sins that cannot be forgiven, and what one will do to have them absolved. Just the story of what if you lived forever and it utterly sucked. Like, not even the woe is me immortal where everyone around them dies. Every time I die enough times, I wake up with a fucking blank memory, and I'm essentially a brand new person, but there are also other versions of me, and sometimes they go back to our origin where we first died and booby-trap the place for no reason, because one of my versions was an asshole who was paranoid about dying a true death and being replaced by false copies of himself. There's a lot to talk about with Planescape Torment. It has a lot of different stuff under the surface. Each of the individual NPCs has their own thing going on. One of them is a Githyanki, who you tricked in a previous life into swearing like an eternal oath of loyalty so long as you live, because you bested him. And, you know, Githyanki was looking at this, like, probably human guy, maybe a bit fucked up looking, but he's probably like some, you know, slightly off human. Oh, it'll be a few years. I'll probably be done with him eventually. Only to learn the man is a fucking immortal, and so unless he wants to discard his code, he has to serve you indefinitely. And he's really fucking does not like that. But he's also got his own stuff going on with the whole Giths, Zalakith, and their, you know, code, and Lich Queen, and his own fucking past, which he has to resolve. And a lot of the people you meet know you. They'll have opinions on you. People you have never seen in this life will have opinions on you based on, like, the shittiest versions of you they've encountered. How do you know this isn't just the real world? Your molecules go into the atmosphere and eventually become part of something new. But at one point, it will probably be you again as new person. Kerosene by Big Black and Morning Glory by Ren. If you don't like them, their experience. Okay. Crazy to think there's scientific things behind reincarnation. I mean, sorta, but it's not really you. You is the unique pattern in your neurons, the unique hormones and chemical reactions and neurological impulses that make up the thoughts that are you. And that goes away forever. Although, if the universe really is infinite, then maybe eventually there will be some combination that will happen to experience the exact same life again, but I'm not really sure that's the thing. There is, like... To be fair, I do like cool music. Actually, DJ, have you listened to the Expedition 33 soundtrack? Holy shit, I love it. I love the Expedition 33 soundtrack. It's kind of fun. There's a lot of, like, like offbeat stuff. It has a very like classical style to it, but it's very good. Very good. Have you seen Sora 2 AI 2? Funny shit, Lamau. I've only been keeping up with Sora as like an academic level. Mostly to just reassure myself that the video still can't handle turning around really quickly, because that's still a good sign to check for AI video. Even with those like AI expanded drone views, they've had like, you know, where they've like had the drone go off the video path. Low-key scary, but funny as shit. I'll look into it. Expedition 33 is like the best game of the year so far. Hands down. I know Hollow Knight Silksong, I still need to play it. I still need to play Hades 2. I just don't think they're going to beat I just don't think they're going to beat it for me. Anyway, I think this is a pretty good stopping point. We've reached like kind of like natural endpoint here where I feel like start anything else to expand past 9:30, and I have to go to work for the first time in several, like 5 days now. So let's just go ahead and end here. It seems like a good stopping point. I've heard of Clair Obscur before. It's really good. Clair Obscur is just hands down the best game. The base premise is that there's this lady called the Paintress, and she showed up one day, and there's this giant stone monolith that she writes a number on. And around the same time, the world went to shit, and the not Paris called Lumiere got thrown off into the sea, is now an island. And every year, the Paintress rates a number. Here's a god-game game about the year. What about a lasting impact? I mean, Clair Obscur is a game that I'm still gonna be talking about the music for, for a long time. Music on Clair Obscur is one of the best things it's ever done. For reference, the game has 149 tracks, and they basically all slap. Yes, its soundtrack is ginormous, and a really big deal. It was also made by like 30 people of ex-Ubisoft devs, which proves that Ubisoft did indeed have good devs. It's just all the good devs left so they could finally do good work. It's really good. Watch my review on it. I have like a whole thing about Clair Obscur and why you should play it. I highly recommend the review. It's really good. Go check it out, DJ. Seriously. Check out my review. It tells you all this cool stuff. There's a ton of cool information. Anyway, now that I've explained to DJ why he should go check out my review and then play Expedition 33, I think this is probably where we're going to hold off, and we're going to go ahead and stop for now. So, I will see you guys all on Thursday, where we will be continuing Wuchong, our, you know, Bloodborne body horror pirate game. So, yep. There are clearly a ton of simpletons care about Game of the Year. I'll try to check it out. Game of the Year is basically just a way of saying it's better than basically anything else I played this year, which is not an insubstantial amount of games. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.